like that, we're back again. Uncle Bullcow in the building. You see him inside, so I'm automatically in the building. Do you guys know where I got that from? I'll tell you, because I've never thought of it that way. Where's my knife? I think I need a knife, mate. We got an unboxing. Y'all don't never see me do unboxing. So tonight you're going to find out a couple of things. You're going to see what's up, Blake? I got to put my glasses on. Blake, what's good? I got that 1984 going on. So I sound a little bit hoarse. So tonight you're going to see an unboxing, which I don't ever do. I hope I didn't. Okay. Yeah. Just get. If you see my address, there he is, Jason Constable. Jason Kron's in the building. This is from him, guys. And we got Archdog. What's up, y'all? Let me get a knife because it's got a good taping on it. And I don't have no fingernails. I don't know where my knife went. Hold on 1 second. I got something. I think. Oh, no. All right. I have a black knife here. Swear. All right. So you guys in the building. Where did it come from? What's up, Andrew? Corky Fernando in the building. How you doing? What's up? All right. So where did it come from? In the building, right? I think it's just another way of saying in the house, for like club DJs, I mean, hip hop, whatever. But I had a DJ partner at one point. It was DJ M Gatto. He is from what's good, y'all? Seek the Heat. What's up? So DJ M Gatto, he was from Amsterdam, New York. It was right next to me. And it was kind of weird how the whole thing came about. A girl that I worked with had one of his mixtapes and she gave it to me, and then she gave one of my mixtapes to him, and Jessica Morendo. And she used to buy every one of my mixtapes, And so yeah, anyways, we got together, and he was really good at some things that I weren't good at, and I had some things I was good at, and so anyways, I had the CDJ Denon DNS 5000s. They were brand new, like straight up. I saved up money for 3 years to have the setup. I had Masterlink to record on, and there was nobody even around where I was at that had a Masterlink. You had to go all the way to the city to find one of those. Even a better recording studios at the time didn't have them. But I got away from vinyl, but he still had vinyl, and he had the Technique 1200s, blase blah, all that. We linked up, we put out some projects together, and DJ Rock and M Gatto, that's what it was called. But we made some sick mixtapes. But anyways, we were upstairs from my grandmother's house. It was just this one, it was like one room, and I remember I was more the guy that was vocal and stuff. He'd say stuff, he'd do a little shout out stuff, but he wasn't like me. I was that DJ that talked a lot and stuff. But he was he just said something, DJ Rock is in the building. That's the first time I ever heard anyone say in the building, right? So it was like people say so-and-so's in the house, like that means they're there with you at the club or wherever. And so the in the building started, and so that's how it was. It was like he said it about me first, and then I don't know. I don't remember always using it, or whatever. But somehow, some way, it just came out sometime, in the past year or two on YouTube. I can't remember. I don't know. Chaz, how long have I been staying in the building? From the first videos, or was it a little while? She don't know. I don't know. We watched an old video the other day, and I don't remember if I said it. But anyways, Uncle Bocow in the building. That's where it started. It's old DJ slang. Tonight we're going to talk weird science. I know you guys are wanting to hear that. The reason I brought up weird science, a couple of reasons. One, I'm going to tell you guys about a science experiment that we are going to conduct because we're tired of stupid misinformation and everybody's got this or that to say about certain subjects. So, and this is why, get your peppers, your sauces, whatever you got, get them tested. See for yourself what they are. It's that simple. What's up? All right. Franz, you wrap this thing good, brother. This is definitely idiot-proof box. Holy mackerel. But I think I can get it open without stabbing myself. Imagine that. That would be the ultimate, like, I don't even have a way to get to the hospital. My car's broke down. What else could go wrong this week? Yeah, you just cut your finger off, Damn it, I just lost a pinky. Do you guys see that guy that got bit by the shark? It's a little baby shark, and this stupid guy puts his finger in its mouth, and it bit and turned, and that was it. His pinky was gone. And he's like, damn it, I just lost a pinky. I think I got this thing. Man, it's sometimes... All right. It's an epic unboxing. You guys ain't never seen Uncle Bocow do an unboxing before. Oh no, did I just do all that for nothing? All right, I'm just gonna rip the sides off because what I tried to do didn't work. Look at this. Jason, you're the man, bro. Bro. Thank you so much, man. You don't know how much I appreciate stuff like this. So there's 4 different tinctures here, and I'll unbox them, fully unwrap them. And I'll try a little dab for you guys for the first part of the weird science experiment. Since I've officially been tested for the 1984 Van Halen album. Y'all know what I mean. I'm going to answer the question that everybody's arguing about is do you burn worse when you're sick with the, word of which I will not speak? Or is it, do you burn more? Do you burn less? Are you more sensitive? Are you more immune to capsaicin? What is it? It's been an online argument for the past 4 years, guys. And guess what? I could never speak on it because I was a virgin till now. I never had it. Never had it before. Now the whole house has it. Praise God, though. Everybody's doing... you guys see me Saturday when I was on that live. Definitely doing better than Saturday. Eliza, my 7-year-old, was her... I think she's at her worst moment was today. The baby just slept like crazy for 2 days. She's doing really good right now. And Mrs. Bocow looks like she's a little bit better for the time being, but I think the 7-year-old is going to be the last one, to come out of it. All right, so we got 4 beautiful tinctures right here. I wish I had one of my lights. Man, where is all the stuff I own? So I could show you guys the clarity. You guys can see the clarity on these. Yeah, you know what I got? My handy dandy magnifying glass. I wonder if it would work.
The cat doesn't have much water. Maybe that's why she hasn't ate her food.
There you go. Look at that. I knew they made this thing for more than just people that can't see. 7-pot chocolate, cream cheese hot. Woo! Thank you, Jason. And then, all right. Hallows Eve, hot. Guys, look at the freaking clarity on these tinks, man. Those are beautiful. Yellow 7-pot Primo lemon cake. What? And we got a peach mix strawberry. Don't let those peach pods fool you guys. They will rock you. All right. Weird Science, part 1. All right, let's get into this 7-pot lemon cake. Jason, you did a good job. You even sealed the outside of this, which I have never done, and I probably should have, because I used to make a lot of tincture, and I stopped making it. There's so many good people in the community that do it. They do it right. And I've never done it wrong. My first 2 tinctures were
tinctures are my favorite.
Yeah, my first 2 tinctures were experimental, using a lot of different pods. I did a yellow pod one, and then I did a one with all red pods. Oh, I just got a text from my boss.
But I haven't had as many as
She knows. I know that. I just seen what she said. Melissa, I know. If you're watching this,
what?
She's probably not watching my video. She watches my videos sometimes. My boss just texted me. I think it came across the screen quick. I think she said I can't go back to work till Saturday, which I need to be back to work Saturday. But all right. So this is the lemon cake 7-pot Primo Yellow. 7-pot Primo Yellow is a freaking awesome pepper.
What time is it?
I'm not doing a lot. That's tasty. All right, the heat's coming in slowly. Oh, you said the 7-pot chocolate are from the pods I sent you. Thank you. That's right, man. I remember you telling me I'm going to make a tank with those. Jason, I don't know if you tried one of those. I wish I had kept seeds to it. I had an overwintered plant that lasted me since 2021. And when I went to overwinter again, just this past fall, there was some serious mold, like different colored molds down underneath. And I got freaked out and I chucked that thing, man. And what sucked was I never saved any seeds. I was just going to overwinter a couple of them, but Espacante Tomas, a lot of people, man, they say that 7-pot chocolate, and I don't remember where the original seed came from. That 7-pot Primo chocolate was definitely hotter than a chocolate Primatelli. Now I sent one to Johnny, and he compared that against he compared against a chocolate Reaper. Mine blew the chocolate Reaper away, of course. But that's a good tank, man. My whole tongue is like stinging right now, but it's enjoyable burn. So Weird Science, number 1. We'll touch on a couple points tonight, okay? Number 1 is this. Does
How long have these eggs been going?
Shut them off. They're on low, so they're good. Just turn them off now. Throw them in some cold water. Put the fan on me. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully this doesn't. Oh, no. Why? I don't want. Hopefully that's not messing up the volume too much. These guys need to stop. My coworkers are in a group text. I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Sorry if you guys hear that. Oh.
They're kind of yelling at you that you.
So All right, so this is the 7-pot chocolate. And this is, you know what? I've been dying to taste this too. Chocolate pods make a chocolate pods make a really nice tink too. They're really smooth, man. Now you think you have a chocolate pod that's earthy, or it's, you know, a little bitter, and it's fresh. Try them dried. Wow. That's warm. Woo. Oh. Wow. Chocolate cream cheese. Ooh. Wow. Wow, that got me. That got me good. I can't even imagine if I did like a Robbie or something. I can't. I haven't done a Robbie in a long time. Very long time. So, weird science. The answer, I am more sensitive right now to capsaicin than I ever have been. Period. That's it. Man, my workers are going crazy. Holy mackerel. What's the burn like? So the burn is, it's just different than anything else, man. If you're just dropping it on your tongue like I'm doing, you know, you're not going to get a throat burn from it. It just engulfs your whole tongue. It's really good for training if you're somebody that has a problem with mouth burns. If you're trying to get your mouth tolerance up, dropping it on your tongue is great. If you want the full experience and you just do a Robbie loaded, you get everything. You know, mouth burn and throat burn. Anybody that doesn't know what a Robbie is, it's a Robbie dropper. So this is a full glass, right? But there's all of this up here still. So what you do is how you do make a Robbie. Tip this upside down. Squeeze out any air that's in there. You're still holding the ball. Let it go. Tip it upside down again. Squeeze. Let it go. So you're letting off. You don't have to do it as many times as I'm doing. Sometimes 2 times will do it. Alright. So then what happens is, not only is the glass full, but the ball is full too. And I'm almost there. So see when I tipped it? There's still some air in there. So it's not a full Robbie. But you can get that air out if you squeeze it. Like that. Let it go. See what I'm saying? That's why you do it that way. Because that'll take that air out. That, my friends, see I have it tipped upside down? It's full. That, my friends, is a full Robbie dropper. That is the whole glass full and the whole ball full. And that's how you do it. Yeah, Andrew. Oh, wow, that's really good. And it felt good. All right, weird science. Who's with me still? I see 15 people are watching. Give me 1 second, guys. Damn, man, they're still texting like crazy. I wish I should put the do not disturb on, man. All right. Sorry. What's up, Paul? Love you, brother. I love all you guys, man. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Let's talk about some more weird science. So we covered that part. For me, being sick with this actually is making me more sensitive. Everything I told you guys the other night, I was getting lit off of these. Yeah. So it's making me more sensitive. It might not affect all the people that way, but for me, that's mine. If you wonder what the cover photo was, the thumbnail, this is pretty cool fact. And you guys can check on Facebook, and I can show you when that was originally taken, the time and the day. That was March 2020, and I don't remember the day, if it was March 11th, I think it was. But like I'm saying, as far as the date, it was March something. I drove home. I had to take Mrs. Volkow to the pet store. She ordered these guppies, which now she has, you know, I showed you guys in the tanks and stuff. And she was out back with the kids, and the guppies were in a box out front. And I was worried that, you know, the sun had been shining on them. Now, mind you, it is only March, right? But it was a warm day out, and with the sun shining down, beating down that box, I didn't want them fish to get cooked. So I left work a little bit early because she didn't answer the phone. I got here, carried the box inside. She's nowhere to be seen. Finally, I look out back, there she is. So I said, hey, your fish are here, right? She said, we got to go to the pet store now. I have to get food for them. Okay. So we all get together. We get going. We go to the pet store. We didn't have anything quick to throw together for dinner, and I didn't feel like cooking like something crazy. So she's in the pet store with the kids. I'm like, go ahead and do whatever you're going to do. I'm going to go see if I can get us something to eat, you know, something fast. And I went next door. There was a Target there. It's still there, right? But here's the funny thing. I was in the hospital before that or something. I don't know what, just whatever. But there was like a surgical mask. I had it in my pocket when I came out, and I just threw it like, you know, in my car somewhere. So I knew I was studying kind of what was going on in China and kind of different things. We didn't have a lot. I think, matter of fact, I think there was only 5 confirmed cases of 1984 in this state at the time. And so I decided I am going to go into Target with a mask on. Yeah. March 2020, guys. And just see how people react. And so I have a picture of myself from that day. It's on Facebook. It's time-stamped and everything of me like this. I didn't have my hat on, but I got that mask on. I'm like, with Target in the background and people, and man, so I go in there, and I'm wearing this mask, and people are freaking freaked out. They're scattering from me. Some of them, I walked up to them and said, excuse me, you know where the bagels are? So I actually ended up buying Dave's Organic Everything Bagels, some organic marinara sauce, some organic cheese, and something else, and then some granola bars. And we actually made bagel pizzas that night. That's what I had. That's it. But I'm walking up to people, and I'm like, and I'm just to mess with them. Like, I would be walking down this way, and people are coming down this big 2-way aisle, and next thing you know, they're going off, scattering. So I'm just walking through with my mask on, and these people were just freaked out, and and here's what's funny about it, okay? I go and I tell her what I did. I pick her and the kids up. We got the fish food and stuff, and we come home, and I'm getting ready to make our bagels, and the Who, you know who I'm talking about, WHO, they are on the news, and they declared it a global Panamanian, you know, not allowed to say that here. I still don't know why you're not allowed to say these certain words. It's so stupid. But they declared it a global pandemic. That day after we got home, no doubt, right? And so I go into Target, a couple of days later without a mask on. And guess what? The same people that were freaked out by my mask were more freaked out that I didn't have one on. And it's like, what happened? We had 5 confirmed cases both days, but it's and people should have been paying a little bit more attention if they really cared about it. I was ever since early December 2019. But anyways, that's where the thumbnail came from. I just want to tell you guys that. I thought it was funny. And, I went in there and I was just being silly, just being me, whatever. So anyways, weird science. Let's get on to it. What are we going to do? What's the science experiment with testing? All right. I see some people dropping off. I'm sorry. I'm freaking long-winded in explaining everything under the sun. So Ed Curry had released a video where he's at the Fiery Foods Fest, and then he has a video from a scientist in that they cut that in there, and they're saying that, well, when you make hot sauce, you're cooking out, I don't remember the exact, if it's 80 to 90% or something like that of the capsaicin is destroyed, it cooks away or something like that, and they kind of showed like the so they tested, this scientist or whoever he is tested the Last Dab experience, and I think there was test results that were 80,000, 90,000, and there was one. There was only one that had the 6 figures, so 100,000 was their test results, right? And they, Pucker Butt's like trying to explain, oh yeah, this is it. Here's the thing. If that's true, then how did the original Last Dab test at 2.4 million? Simple question. I'm not being a wise. I'm not being a punk. I'm being a wise guy. I'm not starting drama in the community. Asking a simple question out of Ed Curry's mouth. 2.4 million. Y'all have seen the video. So that contradicts that totally 100%. Here's my thing. A, I don't believe that sauce ever tested at 2.4 million, and B, I do not believe that 90% or 90 freaking 7% or 95% or even 80% of the capsaicin is cooked out of peppers when you make hot sauce. I am telling you right now, I stand by my statement. You guys mark your calendars. Keep this video. Send this video to Ed Curry. I don't care who sees it. And I've heard from some people, I've heard from some reputable sources that they believe 80%. 80%. There was a guy in the chili community that was well respected a while back, and I don't remember his name or the details, but he said 80%. And people believed him. I do not believe it. Look what I'm holding right here. Reaper Squeezins. Okay? Reaper Squeezins. If anyone's had this sauce, you would know that this sauce here is made with the Carolina Reaper, and it's got Carolina Reaper pepper powder in it, right? So let's say it's, 90%, whatever, the average on this. So if it was 10% vinegar, 90% peppers, and or pepper and pepper powder, however they did the mix. I don't know. I don't ever remember hearing exact ratios on this sauce, but it's hot as hell. And it's really good for a Reaper sauce. I don't like a lot of Reaper sauces, but this one is good. It's just straight Reapers, It has no salt in it, and it's hot as hell. Now I've had hotter sauces, no doubt, but so I'm a Reaper. I've seen some test results, and I've also got a friend that tests tons and tons of his Reaper powders that come in for quality control, and he's seeing 800,000 average. There's some 900. You see a million once in a while. Every once in a while you see 1.2, 1.3. You don't really see much over that. So like this Guinness Book stuff with 1.6 million is the average. Well, how come people that are testing this constantly are not getting 1.6 million? 2.2 million was a high, and it's possible that you get a rogue batch that'll test high. It happens. It does happen. But you got people all over the internet claiming the world's hottest pepper. Well, no longer, but it was world's hottest pepper. 2.2 million. People were putting on their products. Like those cheese balls, 2.2 million, that big bag you get from Amazon. Those cheese balls aren't 2.2 million. So there's a lot of bad stuff out there. And so what we're going to do is we are going to, and if anyone wants to help with this, if you've had your Reapers tested before, or if you do this season, I would like to make this happen before the season. The only problem is I haven't grown Reapers in 2 years. The reason why I say Reapers, because it's the most common of the super hots, and I believe that I can get some independent test results from different people, and there's not going to be any bias in there or nothing, But what I'm going to do is I got one friend that's tested hundreds and hundreds of times, and I'm going to ask him for one or two of his results, maybe a high and a low, and then I'm going to maybe find one other or two other people, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and make an average and say, okay, here's what I believe a good fair average is of the Carolina Reaper test-wise, right? So if it's 1 million flat, right? If it's just 1 million flat, I take a low that's 750,000, and I got a couple 1.2s in there, and whatever the case may be, we are going to take those test results. If I had somebody local that had some freaking Reapers frozen, I would do this experiment next week, okay? Well, I'm financially strapped, so actually not next week. Actually, I could start the process next week. Here's what Uncle Bullcow is going to do. Uncle Bullcow's going to see if 80% of capsaicin is lost. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 91% Carolina Reapers, okay? Maybe I'll chop them up or whatever and put them in the blender. It don't matter. I'm going to put them in a crock pot, and I'm going to add 9% vinegar. And I'm going to cook the piss out of it overnight. Cook it like crazy, okay? Ain't going to be no 20-minute cook time, which, sometimes the process authority only requires that. Bring it up to temp, cook it for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Nope. I'm going to decimate it. I'm going to give every benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to take 91% Carolina Reapers. And I'm going to take 9% vinegar. And I'm going to cook it down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my dehydrator. I'm going to dehydrate that. And then I'm going to take that dehydrated, which will be bitter as hell, trust me. I did something like this similar. I just didn't send it away to a lab for testing. But then what I'm going to do is I am going to send that away to a lab, okay? And I'm going to have it tested. And I'm also going to send a couple pieces of it if I have enough. I have to find out. I'm going to probably go to Southwest Biolab. I'm going to find out how much do they need, right, to test. But basically, I'm going to find a couple people in the pepper community that I really trust, that can tell, have a pretty good idea of how hot something is. All right? And I'm going to see if They think that that piece of dried freaking Reaper is 9,000 Scoville units or 10,000 Scoville units. If if this is the same heat as a jalapeno or a serrano, see what I'm saying? That's a little bit too extreme. But I'm saying, yeah, that's a little bit too extreme. But wait a minute, my head's messed up. Somebody help me with this with the math. What's the math? What's the mathematics on this situation? What's the math on? I'm sorry, no comments were showing up. I thought. Oh, all right, Dave. Thank you, man. Well, yeah, that's the thing, Andrew. I'm not even. Listen, I'm not even going to add no tincture to it, no distillate to it, no powder, none of that. I'm going to do straight peppers. Forget all the extra added stuff that makes it even hotter. Nope. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to show you that there's no way. There's absolutely no way. Let me tell you something. One time, we took a hot sauce and and it was stupid hot, right? Chastity, do you remember when I freaking dehydrated a whole bottle of Luther's Hammer? We never ate it. We never ate the we tried to make a seasoning out of it. Now, here's the thing, Nick Kemp's did it. Nick Kemp's actually he has fermented spice. You know, if you ever want it, get a hold of Hell Garden, and it's not something he regularly has. You're gonna have to request it, and it's gonna cost you $10 for an ounce. But that $10 in that ounce is a full bottle of hot sauce dehydrated, and it's his hot sauce. But when you're fermenting a hot sauce, you know you're fermenting using onions and a brine or something like that. You're adding your spices, your vinegar, and all that. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more smooth, right? Right. So he pulled it off, and he actually did it. It was phenomenal. Now me, I had took the Luther's Hammer, which was a stupid hot sauce, and it was just it wasn't really bitter by itself the way it was. But when we dehydrated it for the hell of it to make a spice out of it, and when I bit into it, it was very bitter. But it was so freaking hot. And I'm just saying to myself, that hot sauce probably, that hot sauce, I don't know, it's probably like 100,000 Scoville units. You know what I'm saying? When I dehydrated it, it was almost like it was hotter. It was at least just as hot. So I think when you're cooking it, you're gonna lose some, possibly. Of course, you got to take into consideration the 9% vinegar. So you'd have to do the math off of that, right? So it's like when Johnny got that last time it tested. It was like, okay, 91% would make the number 2.4 million, right? So you go off of that, and the results at 60,000 says, if that's true, that pepper test that high, that 97% of the capsaicin was gone just from cooking it. I don't believe it. So we're not going to argue with people that I'm done. I'm not going to argue with people that want to believe that. I don't believe it. I don't have to be a scientist. I make hot sauce. I have my own hot sauce company. Okay? And geez, look at some of my milder sauce. Look at my Scotch bonnet sauce. It's got Scotch bonnet peppers. It's got habaneros. It's got a ton of onion. It's got garlic, 2 kinds of vinegar. All of this agave nectar and all of this stuff in there. And you're telling me that, that would mean, Scotch bonnet's like 200,000 or something. You know what I mean? Like it's and all of that stuff. You literally that if 90%, 97% of the capsaicin was cooked off, then I mean that would put my hot sauce on the same level as, I mean, below a Fresno or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it would put it way, way down there. Like we're barely noticing any heat at all. Blazing Bonnet's a hot sauce for a Scotch bonnet sauce, and it's not supposed to be stupid hot. But the Vicious Verde, yeah, they all got decent heat to them, and there's tons of ingredients. Those things are for flavor and it's complexity. It's not meant to be, you know. But there's no way somebody could tell me 97% or 90% now, and you know, then you got the old school guys that claim 80%. I don't believe it's any of those numbers. And I'm not being mean, and I don't want to be a wise ass about it, and I have been, and I'm sorry that I get a smirk on my face, you know, I get the Cheshire the Cat grin. Like I get, you know, a little snarky when I'm talking about it, but damn, I get tired of hearing the BS, and so sometimes I poke a little bit of fun, but I'm not gonna poke any fun anymore. I'm not mad at anybody, you know. I mean, if you know what I'm saying, if you're a flat earther and freaking, you know, whatever, man, I'm not gonna hate you for it. You know, that's your prerogative, but yeah, I mean. People live in alternate realities sometimes. My wife just told me I have friends that are flat earthers that I don't know about. I don't know. Maybe then that's good that I don't know that they're flat earthers. I can't judge them. No, but I'm tired of. I mean, I've gotten. You know, I haven't been mean. I had one video where I was very vocal, and I get tired of hearing it. And now it's like, you know, we're going to put all of this to rest. Ed Curry comes out in that video. I'm like, why don't you just shut your freaking mouth? Like, and it would be so much better. These guys became a millionaire off telling a lie and then being quiet, you know? Yes. I think here's the thing. I think this time he's realizing that he's angered a lot of the pepper community, man. He's made millions of dollars off of lies. Thousands of those dollars came from me. Yeah, I was dumb. I know I shouldn't have spent them. I didn't tell you. I told the YouTube people. You're just being nosy. But do I hate Ed Curry? No. Does he make good sauces? Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean, I haven't tried a lot of his new fruit sauces. I don't care for them, but I haven't tried a lot of. So there were some old sauces that weren't that hot that I didn't try till later on. But as far as all the sauces like this, you know, I love it. Gator sauce, extra mean green, one of my favorite sauces ever. Gator extra hot. Even this isn't bad right here. I had this on my breakfast. So I'm not hating on anybody. Just call a spade a spade. Club a club, heart a heart, diamond a diamond. Alright guys, I'm rambling. I'm sorry it's been a long video. But I am going to do a science experiment. I'm going to video document everything. We're going to cook down some Reapers overnight in a crock pot. Let them get as decimated as possible. Then we're going to dehydrate them. Then we're going to send it out for testing. And I'll probably take a nice size chunk, just a little square of that. I'll send one to Johnny Scoville. I'll send one to somebody else. I might give my wife one. She won't. No, my wife hates bitter. It'll be bitter. But I want to give it to somebody and let them taste it and say, hey, do you believe this is... And we'll give the 97, the 90, and the 80% ratio in there. Do you believe it's only that hot? No one's going to say yes. It's going to light them up. But so we'll get a live taste test from some folks. And we'll get a lab test done And we're not going to argue with anybody. We're going to do this the right way, and we're just going to show the results, and that's it. And if I am wrong, if you lose 90%, 97% of capsaicin when you cook a sauce, I'll stick my foot in my mouth. Right, Chastity? She should give me a nod, yeah.
Good luck trying.
Do you good luck trying? She'll make it happen. What do you think? Do you believe that when you cook peppers down, right, that 97% of the capsaicin just disappears off the face of the earth?
No.
No, and I don't think anybody that makes sauce believes that. I think people that are not sauce makers and they're followers, they may. I think it's other people are trying to save face because they got themselves in hot water. So, all right, guys, we're gonna get going. I love you guys. Thank you for your prayers.